If I may answer you,
You, Susie. Arifa,
Uh,
Arifa,
let
hold
me
on.
let
No.
me
You know why I want you to hold on, Arifa? I just took advantage of the place where I am for a better signal. And I don't know, I can't stay here all the time. I only came here, I trekked down here because I need a better signal. So please pardon me, let me take advantage. You see what I want to say? Mr. Jack, what I was trying to say before I go to Susie is that we should not be contradicting ourselves when we are giving analysis. Let's not, because of what we want to establish, and begin to mix things up. You were the same person that said Baba Mohbad is not the one that called out for justice. How are you now saying he's the one disturbing justice? How can someone who didn't call for justice be an obstacle to getting justice? The person should be apprehended immediately. But what I am not understanding is this, and I want to answer a sort of question to answer later, that do Baba Mohbad have the right to withdraw the case and say, Omo Mini is my son, whether justice or not, God give me and I have handed over to God to take charge of all this public thing that is bad enough. Even police has failed me, government has failed me. I want to withdraw the case to go and bury my case. Does Baba Mohbad have this right? Does he, can he
no
do that?
no no
Is it done under the law? If
no
yes,
no
you said
no.
no. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
because in the first
Okay.
place, it's a
Okay.
criminal
Okay.
case. It wasn't him that took the matter to
Since you
court.
said
It's only the state that can say no.
okay.
Yeah. If it is a civil case, like the case of
Okay.
DNA that they are running, he can say, I'm not going to court. It is the case, it's the state that took this now, not him.
I think I've just been listening for about many hours. You see, the
Okay.
problem is
All right. Thank you
with
for
respect
that explanation. Since you said no, someone should mute
with
you.
respect
Who
to
who
Baba.
is someone should mute?
Let me answer that question with
Is it my
respect to
network that
Baba.
is
Now, the problem is this. There are some informations that were very, very vital, even at the inquest from the beginning. And the only person that was at the sitting that could raise that question, and that question is capable of changing the whole direction of the proceeding and calling for more investigative activities, compelling the authorities to do the needful. The persons that have that information and were legally, permitted to be able to raise that is Baba and his lawyers. And the question is with respect to the issue of the railings. From the beginning, if at any point in time Baba's lawyer have raised in cross-examination the question of the railings, I am sure it would have been within the jurisdiction of the court to have asked the investigating police officers about the railings, even at the point when Wunmi was testifying. And at the point where they were supposed to ask these questions, that information was known to only Baba and the other people in that house. And so far at the inquest, the other persons that, based on the record of proceedings, have stayed in that house, that we can say they live there most times, apart from the work ones that go and come, it is only Baba that has gotten that opportunity, either directly or through his lawyer, to raise a question with respect to the railings. At that point, nobody knew about it other than either Baba, the police officers that went to that house, and the people that were in the house. Was be it that it got to a point where the issue of this stained blood that we have, let's say, a kind of scenario to tie it to bringing Baba's memory back to the past, because he never mentioned it. And when it came up in cross-examination, he said he just remembered. And even when he just remembered that, he is trying to tell the public also that he just remembered the issue of the blood and still forgot the issue of the railings. Now let's look at the timing. Aloba testified 25th of October. During his testimony that he got that reminder of the blood and did not still remember the issue of the railings, which obviously now it is intentional. Between them to 7th November that Wunmi came in to testify, it was still not enough time for him to have been able to remember and inform his lawyers to ask on cross-examination when Wunmi testified. Now, you see this case, what is going on this case? When, what is her name? I've forgotten, and the other lady that came defending Wunmi.
Tulani.
Lord, don't worry, Andy, I will refer you to this thing. Read back to his statements. Because he was even asked, he said no, it was on the whether veranda, how did he refer to it? When she was making some statement, she was actually making sense to the effect that she was saying that Baba knows some things, and if he's coming out to speak the truth, I think the whole thing would have been resolved to a large extent by now. But she was not right to say because the Baba had dispute with Wunmi, that prevented Wunmi from doing the DNA. We first of all need to understand the direction that this case started. Because if you don't get the direction it started and you do not understand the process of how proceedings work, you are still going to be twisting the whole scenario. Now, when this inquest started, the magistrate asked a question: who are the respondents? We know of petitioners. Who are the respondents? The magistrate is trying to say who are the suspects. After the police representative beat about, they directed the answer to pointing at Naira Marley, Nos, Sam Larry, and Spending. And the police specifically made mention at a point of testifying that Baba was the complainant. So if Baba was the complainant, whether orally or documented, Baba was the one saddled with the responsibility 1 million naira that people.
Ó gbé fóònù fún Darosha because mo ní pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ sin Ìyá Túndé ló sọ fún mi pé wọ́n fẹ́ lọ sin Mohbad lóru. Ṣóyè yín. Mo ní ìyá Mohbad ńkọ́, ó ní ìyá Mohbad tó ti ṣe rẹ̀ léṣe. Wùnmí ńkọ́, ó ní Wùnmí ti ṣe rẹ̀ léṣe. Wọ́n wà bí tó ti ń ké. Ta ló wà nú family tí mo tún lè bá sọ̀rọ̀ tán lè lọ bá bàbá sọ̀rọ̀. Ó ní kó ń gbé fóònù fún Darosha. Ó gbé fóònù fún Darosha. Mo bá èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ bó Arifa at this point mi mọ̀ bóyá Darosha gan ló gbé fóònù fún. Bọ̀ mo gbọ́ ohun èèyàn tó pè fún mi ní Darosha. Ẹni ẹlẹ́dà àwọn ti ṣe gbogbo nǹkan táwọn lè ṣe, bàbá ṣáà insist pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ sí lóru yẹn. Ṣé get? Darosha ò lè bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Ta ló tún wà ńbẹ̀? Òun ló jẹ́ kí mọ̀ pé lọ́yà wà ńbẹ̀. Ó ní lọ́yà wà ńbẹ̀. Lọ́yà wà ńbẹ̀ kẹ̀. Ó yá lọ́yà. Èmi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ irú lọ́yà yẹn. Because gbogbo question tí mo bi wọ́n gbà tí mo wà lérè o. Ẹ̀yin tí bàbá ẹ̀ ń sùn o. Ẹ̀ ń sùn gan. Gbogbo question tí mo bi wọ́n. Lọ́yà yìí ṣé o ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún Mohbad kó tó kú àbígbà tó kú ló di lọ́yà ẹ̀ ni? Tó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún Mohbad, ó competition wọn ọ̀nù ẹ̀ kí ló ṣe sí as a lawyer? Ló kọ́ náà kí ni nǹkan tó kọ iná?
Petition.
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 What step did you took as his lawyer? Were you not paid? Was he not paying you? You should secure his life. If you don't have the nerve and the balls to be a lawyer, you shouldn't be in that profession. Maybe you go get something else doing. Lawyer Somi, I put it to you while I was in Nigeria. So why were you a lawyer? You just to sọ pé bó ṣe wà yìí gan ìwọ gan forí ara ẹ̀ pamọ́ ni. Then I look at her, I was like, no wonder he was being beaten up. Tó rí nǹkan ṣe sí. No wonder he wrote a petition to rí nǹkan ṣe sí. Ìgbà tá dọ́dọ̀ Falana was like, the first question Baba Falana asked us was like, ṣe bẹ́ sọ pọ́pọ́ ẹni lawyer. Ta ni lawyer ẹ̀tọ́ nà kiri tí ò ṣe kankan sí? Ta ni lawyer ẹ̀tọ́ competition tí wọ́n ọ̀nù ẹ̀? Who lawyer? That was the first question tí bàbá yẹn bi wá. Wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé fóònù lọ fún ẹ. Wọ́n gbé fóònù fún ẹ. Excuse me, mama, please. Don't be scared. Go to daddy. Go to daddy's room. Your client, while he was alive and after his death, as his lawyer, you should still be advocating for him. Until gbà tó bá pè meeting yẹn, to hand over lé gbogbo ẹbí lọ́wọ́. As long as tó ìtì hand over lé ẹbí lọ́wọ́, you should be advocating for him even while he is dead. Then his response was like, bàbá ló láṣẹ, ṣé mo ṣá mọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ culture. I'm like, culture? Nigeria? Culture nínú òfin? Of course, only respect culture, but not in this aspect. You are still his lawyer. Okay, bàbá tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbé lọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gba police report. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ kóòtù ká dájọ́ fún wa ní go ahead pé kẹ́ gbé lọ. Because ó níyàwó lọ́mọ. Àbí kí lẹ́ni mo sọ ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tó wà bíbáyìí. Èmi ni mo represent Mohbad lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Even though kó jẹ́ ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ kan dúró báyìí kí gbogbo family Mohbad dúró. As far tí wọ́n lawyer wà ńbẹ̀. O lè advocate fún o tí hand over fún family. I told you that night. Pẹ̀lú bàbá ẹ̀ ń kọ́. Ló ní bàbá yẹn ò máa gbádùn kẹ́ ìyẹn wọ Ìyá Túndé olórí burúkú. Àṣewọ̀ gan ló gbádùn. Mo ní bàbá ẹ̀ ń kọ́. Ó ní bàbá yẹn ò gbádùn. Mo ló gbádùn kò gbádùn. Ẹ bá mi gbé fóònù fún wọn. Mo fi kúnlẹ̀ abiyamọ mo fi ṣẹlẹ́rìí. Ìgbà tó wá gbé fóònù fún bàbá níwájú Ọlọ́run àtèèyàn mi. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo gbọ́ àwọn méjèèjì àjọba ara wa sọ̀rọ̀. Mo gbọ́ ti Darosha, mo gbọ́ ti lọ́yà. Ṣẹgẹt àjọba ara wa sọ̀rọ̀. Bọ́ mi gbọ́ ohun lẹ́nu bàbá. Ẹni tó gbé fóònù fún ó sọ. Mo tún béèrè pé ṣé ń gbọ́ mi. the same way bí mo ṣe béèrè lọ́dọ̀ Yèyé Kúdí pé ṣé wọ́n ń gbọ́ mi, ṣé bàbá ń gbọ́ mi, ni mo ṣe béèrè. Ó ní wọ́n ń gbọ́ mi. Ẹni yẹn ò fún mi lésì. 6 hours kọ́ ni mo fi sọ̀rọ̀ o. Èyí tá à ń sọ yìí náà bóyá bí few minutes ni mo fi bá gbogbo wọn sọ̀rọ̀ o. It's just few minutes mo fi bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Ohun ìyá Túndé yìí ni mò ń pè lọ pè bọ̀. I only spoke with them few minutes. But the two of them responded. Only Baba did not respond. But I was now thinking maybe it was because of the death of his son. Ṣé mo èèyàn lè máa gbọ́ kó jẹ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn pé even gan gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gan lè jẹ́ bí mo ṣe ń sọ ṣe ló ń gba etí òsì mi etí kejì jáde. Because wọn ò sí bí tí mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ wọ́n ti rìn jìnnà. Máa ṣe rere láyé mi, máa ṣe rere. Máa ṣe rere láyé mi, máa ṣe rere mi. Ibẹ̀ ni mo ti wá nǹkan tó ṣokùnfà apology bàbá nìyẹn tí mi tẹ̀ wá mọ̀ kàn ṣe máa bá gbé gbogbo voice note jáde. Òótọ́ wo lẹ fẹ́ rí lẹ́nu atúrọ́ tàbí òlùbọ́ lẹ́nu olórí burúkú àwọn eléyìí dísèmù olórí burúkú tó ń sọ fẹ́mi pé ìbejì tábúrú ọkọ tèmi bí ọkọ tèmi lónìí wọ́n ń kó bọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà láìpẹ́ ó fẹ́ fi yẹn dálé tèmi rú láwọn ọmọ tó jọ̀wọ́ mi lọ bí wọn sí tó dẹ̀ ń pa lọ́pọ̀kọ mi lónà àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Aṣọ kó mọ àwọn ọmọ yẹn èmi ni mo ti sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tí mo gé sùtánà tọwọ́ fáwọn ọmọ yẹn jọ̀kó mọ èmi ni mo ti sí ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì bọ̀ tí mo gé báyìí. Télọ̀ tó gbé sùtánà yẹn fún lẹ́yìn ṣọ́ọ̀bù wa ló wà tí mo mú ìyọkọ mi lọ síbẹ̀ tán lọ ránṣọ fáwọn ọmọ yẹn àwọn ọmọ àbúrò ọkọ mi torí ó fẹ́ dalé mi rú ó dẹ̀ ń sọ pọ́kọ mi lónìí níbi tó ìyá Túndé ya olórí burúkú dé. ṣebó okay òun ló ń pariwo Liam ti lówó ṣé mọ̀ káwọn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ di ara wọn síta but tí owó Liam yóò bá wọ 200 million díẹ̀ ló máa kù àbí tí ò bá lé 200 million gan ẹ reach out sí Sam Clef àfi tí Sam Clef náà ò bá fẹ́ sọ tó tọ́ ló kù but tèmi fojú mi rí o kí tó kúrò Naija 120 million plus tún ní o 120 million plus ni mo fojú mi rí kí tó kúrò Naija ìyẹn ló wá jọ yín lójú èmi tó ló ń
Okay. Mommy J, calm down. I am not going to, like I said earlier, we are going to honor her presence. She has just came to clear the air concerning what I said. And I said I'm not going to ask any question outside this conversation. You understand? I will only say this. She answered my question tactically and she answered the question diplomatically. When I said, did she have any evidence to back whatever she's putting on air or? She said, if she has or not, I am not in the right position to be explained to, which is true. I shouldn't be in position of, getting that answer direct from her. She knows the right channel to go through. This question you ask, we shouldn't be the one to ask her. The people that are supposed to ask her, they will look for means, one or two ways, they both will connect. And the right question will be asked, and the right answer will be given. You understand? So, the little time we are just going to spend together before we go for today, I will ask Mommy J if she didn't have anything to say. I think I will allow her go while we deliberate a bit concerning